DJ want everything he can. I'll be the one to take the risk to go and get them bands. I'll be the one to never sit and go and make a plan. Knowing my mother getting old and I don't got no time. Gotta keep a couple for the road, the rest get left behind. Yeah. To the hundreds, pledge allegiance I stand. I'm gon' pull four in the fucking white sand. I give it all to this fucking mic stand. If it's been done before, then I know I can. I'm on the rise, I'm trying to keep a level head. She want my time, she begging me to give me neck. I'd rather shit.
Yes, sir. Yo, what's the deal, y'all? Hope all is well. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Duke.
I'm Omar.
I'm Jelon.
And I'm Corey.
And this is another episode of Nice and Neat. As you see, we got an incredible guest here today. I'm super excited for this dude. Like, you know, Corey is, man, he is I don't want to just limit him to what Corey is a star in his own right. Corey's a star. Corey is a builder of minds. He's a builder of bodies. He's built up some of the most incredible superstars that you see. We're talking Micheal B. Jordan. We're talking Jonathan Majors, some of the biggest films that you see. But most importantly, Corey has built himself up. He's not just a guy who just understands the body or just understands the mind. But Corey understands his body, understands his mind, and he's able to go ahead and put those teachings on other people. It's been extremely impressive, been such a gift to watch. He's been for years now, just like I would say in our fitness community, Corey, you've been a figurehead, a juggernaut. Yeah. Juggernaut. We've seen this man in films. We've seen him prepare people for films. And now you're on your way to stardom yourself, man. Thanks for being with us today, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming and gracing the Nice and Neat set. Man, you telling us your story. I'm excited to hear about it. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for the introduction, brother.
Come on now.
Great.
I hope I didn't leave nothing out.
That was good.
Cool.
Court, man, you look good, man.
Well, boy, look good.
Boy, look good. Hey, he getting to it, too.
I got to say it, man.
I know I was coming here with y'all, bro. I tell you, when I try to find something, I got to scroll to y'all page.
Come on, man.
I got to listen. I get the inspo from y'all. I ain't even joking, bro. For real, man. I appreciate y'all.
Nah, that's love, man. Nah, this is actually exciting, man, because not only are you just a prominent person in the industry, but you're just one of our homies, right? So it's always good we can get the best of both worlds, because now we get to just be comfortable and just talk just candidly about any and everything, man. So I appreciate you basically just for just tapping in with Nice and Neat, bro.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
man. I feel like Jelon left out one thing that I want to just throw in there about you, because when I met you, I don't know if someone may have introduced me to you. I forget how we met, but at the time you were on Revenge Body on E, you know, and I know like a lot of people that may be watching this episode may recognize you from that. And, you know, without, you know, trying to jump around too much, man, I kind of just want to dive into that part of the story of your life, because I know you're not from California, but you moved to California. You end up falling into training, because I know that wasn't on the menu, you know, but I'm just curious about, like, how does someone move from Louisiana to the entertainment capital of the world in Los Angeles and end up on E-television coaching the Kardashians and everyone else that they brought to that show?
First, I'm going to say that wasn't even a plan, if you take it back, because I was a mailman first.
Wow. For
like 8 years, I was a mailman. But I always had a love for training. I worked out just small, like, background of it. Like, I started working out like 2002, 2003. And I got really into it. I remember my homeboy told me we was going to, we graduated from school, and we didn't even go to college yet. We kind of just, when you in New Orleans after high school, some people go to college and the rest of us be on the block. I was on the block for a long time, even before that. And so we decided to go to school. We was like, y'all want to go to school? Because my other homeboy was like, man, we go to school, we be this and that. So we said, let's go to school. So we ended up going to Southeastern Louisiana University. And he told me, he said, it's my guy Tater, he said, I bet you ain't gonna work out as much as we did. He was like, man, we work out every single day. And I said, when I get to school, I'm gonna work out every day. So it started from a passion of just wanting to work out and didn't know what I was doing. I was just in the gym every day.
Yeah.
And fast forward, leave college, had a kid at 19. I love my daughter to death. Y'all always see it. And became a mailman. So a mailman, where it's crazy because my life became having friends that was 50, 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought being at like 23, 24 years old, this was going to be my life. And in the South, you know, things move rapidly slow. So that would
Rapidly slow.
That
That's like
Right,
a
but
oxymoron.
I feel like
that's an oxymoron.
100%.
it is an oxymoron. But does that mean that kind of life happens fast though? Right, so you get married
you
faster.
settle quick. You settle quick.
settle quick.
You settle
right?
quick. You settle quick. You know what I'm saying? You find that girl
Had
you
to
like.
become an adult faster. It seems
Exactly,
like.
exactly. And I always felt like I grew up really fast because, like, from the age of like 12, 13, I was on the block. Nobody knew, but I was hustling. Not this internet thug stuff. Like, you know, we out there from 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But God didn't have that. He made me go through that because he needed me to learn something. In those days of like being out there, being learning, understanding to be brave, sacrifice, work ethic. You know why work ethic? That shit don't sell itself. You know what I'm saying? And not to get too much in that, but a lot of these things that I've been through helped me to become the man I am today. So, you know, when I got to the post office, that's a job. It teaches you to go to work every day, every single day. You got to go work. And let me tell you something, delivering that mail ain't no joke. Because I was a foot soldier because we wasn't in the car. We was up and down houses all day long. So
With
you
the
know,
satchel?
With the satchel.
Yeah, they can't see. That's why his calves is like this. I
I
never seen a mailman with small
That's
calves.
true. Even the women, the mail ladies had huge calves. But that was my first transmission actually because I went to the post office at like 2:05. I mean at like 2:49. I got down to like 2:05.
Yeah.
In the hot summer in New Orleans, of course. But during that time, I was always training. So I did my first bodybuilding show in 2008, August 6, 2008. And what I was trying to do in 6 years, I did in 8 weeks. And that messed me up.
What you mean by that? Like as far as physically?
Transformation.
Okay.
Like complete transformation.
Okay.
And I said, what I was trying to do in 6 years, I did in 8 weeks.
Well, you really didn't do it in 8 weeks because you have been working out every day.
I had
Intentionally,
been,
though.
but to get chiseled.
It's
a difference. See,
Yeah.
there's people who work out, then there's us bodybuilders who like up there with Zeus and Athens and all that type of stuff. You know, we work for perfection.
Yeah.
You know, and it became like a drug. I discovered I had body dysmorphia after that because once you look good, you always striving to look better and look great. And from then on, it was like, if I can do this to me, I could change people. So I did one of the dumbest, smartest things I ever did in my life. Another oxymoron.
He's killing it today.
I quit the post office.
Moved it like, not yet.
Actually, I quit the post office. So I quit the post office and I said, you know what, I'm gonna train. And it's funny because a lot of things that I believe in manifestation. I believe if you speak it, it shall become.
Yeah.
And it happens. I used to have these magazines, you know, like I used to see people that I wanted to meet. I used to see, like, I saw a magazine one day and I remember pushing my buggy out and I said, I'm gonna make a lot of money training people and looking good. This was like 2009. So November 2010, I quit. I quit and I went and started training making $7.50 a session when I was making $23.10 an hour at the post office. Now in the South,
were you working for the gym?
I got a job at this gym. I forgot the name of the gym.
Okay.
This before the Instagram.
This before all that.
For stuff is popular, like
likes was going to the gym saying somebody saying you look good. That's one like. Oh, that look nice. That's two likes. That's when that was. You heard me? It wasn't all that. And you know, so I became like the guy in Louisiana and Baton Rouge is like known as the trainer. So I've done everything from the boot camps, passing out like, you know, pamphlets and certificates, training the old folks, you know, doing everything to become who I was until I got a call from this guy named Aaron Williamson to train the cast of Fantastic Four in Baton Rouge. Now, funny thing was, I remember the woman I was dating at that time, I told her.
Fantastic Four, the movie?
Yeah.
The second one.
Which
for
one?
Young
Which-
people.
which
The
one?
one the one Mike was in.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they called me to train. So I was going to train the whole cast. It's funny because I remember talking to the female I was talking to at the time, and I was like, she was like, so, you know, what you want to do? I was like, I want to be a celebrity trainer. I just said it. I knew there's no celebrities in Louisiana but the football players and stuff like, so there was no celebrity. So it was like, a couple months later, I got that call. So when he called me, he said, before when I called him back, because he called my mentor first. My mentor was like, he didn't have time. He said the next best person is Corey. And I called him. I said, before you say anything or offer me a job, go see what I could do first. said, go to my Instagram. At this time, Instagram is going good. So it's like, he went to my Instagram. He said, okay, cool. Let's meet this week. So he came, we met, we went on to the movie lot. And it was crazy. It was like, this is my first time and I was nervous as hell. Like
How old were you at this time?
28.
Yeah.
28. So I'm on there and I'm like, okay, this is a real movie set. And for a whole month, I didn't train nobody. I was just showing
just there.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, man, I don't want this just to be a check. This need to be like, I want to make a life out of
work.
it.
Yeah.
At first I was just gonna get the money because I got like maybe at that time $1,700 for 4 people. I was like, oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Try to give me that nudge, like you
Forget about it.
don't even think. But it was crazy, and I was like, so one day Jamie Bell, they called me. It was like he needed to get ready for like this baseball scene. His arms was gonna be out. I said, cool, I'll come up there. Got up there, he didn't want to do nothing at the time. So I'm leaving, and as I'm leaving, Mike coming out, and they was like, you might want to meet Michael because he's supposed to be doing the Creed movie or something like that, and he needs to look good.
What year is this?
2014.
2014. Okay.
So when I'm leaving, I meet Mike, and we see each other, dab it off, talk a little bit. We went back to the trail and actually worked out a little bit, and then I thought that was gonna be it.
Oh, you actually got one in.
We got one in that day.
Mm-hmm.
And that Sunday, he hit me up, was like, yo, this might be, let's work out. I was getting a haircut at the time. I told my barber, I was like, man, this Michael B. Jordan hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mike,
like,
this is when he might be Jordan though at the time.
this one,
Yeah,
when he was-
2014, he might be.
yeah.
Okay, so
He might be at that time, for sure.
Okay, keep that thought though. But the Fantastic Four, what year was that?
2014.
Really?
He came out in 15.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he
That's
was,
8 years ago.
Yeah.
I felt like that movie was dumb long ago.
there's 3 of them.
But he had already done
Yeah.
Fruitville Station.
He did Fruitville
He already
Station.
done Fruitville Station,
Fruitville
bro.
Station.
Right, right, right,
right,
That's what
yeah,
kicked
yeah.
him off.
Right,
That's
yep.
what kicked him off. And then we started, then we did, so we started working on that. And I mean, we started hanging out all the time. We got really close. Like,
Of course.
it's like my brother,
Yep.
And we finished that movie. And from then on, I think maybe 6 months later, he was like, I want you to come to LA. I said, cool. Now I have a whole life in Louisiana, a real life. I said, I'm coming. I went literally from having everything put together and good for me in Louisiana to come here and struggle. And I was willing to go through that struggle to get what I needed, but I still didn't figure out what I wanted to do. I was like, I'm gonna come here and train. I said, the goal, not the goal, because I don't set goals, honestly. I said, what I'm gonna come out there and do is I'm gonna just be better than everybody. I saw what people could do, people on TV. I said, nobody could beat me. I said, what I can do is I always said, if I could just get one celebrity on TV, I'm gonna change the game. That's what happened. Get out here, I start training. My next big client after him was ASAP Rocky. I'm on Creed. We filming on Creed. Rocky flying me from literally, Philadelphia to LA, going back and forth. And it really wasn't like training Flacco. It was more being like a big brother.
Yeah, more mentorship.
Being more, and I noticed that being with a lot of my clients when I was dealing with Wale at the time. It was like a place they could feel comfortable with a man to be able to open up and not be judged, but actually be heard. You know what I'm saying? And I realized I started training so many people, bro. And after I did that transformation with Mike, my name just blew up. And that's when Revenge Body, they DM'd me. It was like, we want you to come in and talk to us.
Damn, so Mike was first, then Revenge Body.
Yeah. And then Revenge Body quieted Mike. Because what I did them on Revenge Body and what they got from me, because people was getting more, you didn't know how much of a part I played in Mike's life as far as like helping to mold him here.
Training the mind.
Training the mind, the body to keep that. Because when you get a certain type of stardom, sometimes as big as you think you are, you start to smother in. And not saying that he smothered in, it's just like, I got your back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And when I got on Revenge Body, I was able to tap into that part of helping people internally more than physically, because if the internal is not good, the physical is just going to fade. And that's when I say, okay, I'm here. This is my purpose. You know, my purpose is not, I always say, like, your journey is really not for you. It's to help people get what they're going through. So my purpose was to help people get what they're going through by using the tools that I have, which is the mind, the physical, the mental, the emotional, to help you get through those things, by making you understand me. Because I tell people, I'm open. We could talk about it. There's nothing I'm afraid of and nothing I'm ashamed of. I went through it for a reason. Don't judge me off who I was yesterday. Judge me off who I am today. And that thing right there was able to help people to see, you know what, I'm not so bad. And I can be better.
Yeah. You know, that makes me think, because we've said it before, but because we've talked about it, and you could correct me like on what the proper phrase is, but like, because that's interesting. You said, don't judge me on the man I was yesterday, judge me on the man I am today, right? But we can only judge you based off of your history. So like, how does that work? You know, like, how do I judge you based off the man you are today when I'm looking at this body of work from previously, from before?
The past does define and make us who we are. But when you judge, you better judge right. You better watch how you judge it. Because some people only want to see you for who you were.
Yeah.
That's why I say, don't judge me off who I was yesterday, judge me off who I am today. I don't want you to see me for what I was, see me for who I am. Because who I was made me who I am. It's just like people, we all possess one thing, which is a superpower, right? Y'all know y'all have a superpower, the power of choice.
Yep.
If I chose to be who I used to be, then I wouldn't be who I am today. And that's why, and I like to go back to my past. I feel like you want to say something.
Yeah.
Me too.
Nah, two things. So one, you've always been motivational, right? Just by watching you on Instagram, you're in shape, you train people, but just like mentally, you've always been motivational. And two, there's like a element of just preacher teaching that comes from you, right? And I'm just intrigued listening to you right now, and I'm wondering where that came from.
My grandfather's.
That's good.
So there's my dad's side. My grandfather's a minister. My uncle's a bishop. My grandfather's a bishop. I'm sorry. My uncle is a minister. I have all preachers
I knew
on my
Corey
dad's
grew up
side.
in the church.
Had to.
I knew I had to.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because
Had to.
because when you speak, right, the way you can associate certain things in the present and the past is definitely churchy.
It's ministerial.
It's ministering,
I
right?
I have a ministerial delivery. yeah.
Okay.
And that I grew up in a church big time.
Yeah.
Choir, musician, everything. Did all of it. And my grandma used to say, "Boy, you're gonna be a minister when you grow up." She said, "You're gonna be a pastor." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not about to be running around the church going crazy." But the thing about it is, you don't have to be in a pulpit to first teach people about God. And you don't have to be in a pulpit to teach people about life. See, God uses us as a vessel, as a tool to help people get the things that they need. And I realized that I did the one thing that I'm not in the pulpit, but I'm in fitness, which uses the body. The body that you have to take with you every day, and I'm teaching you how to use that too, internally, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to get where you got to go at. So it wasn't just about, I didn't have to be, I was changing people's lives outside the church. Because at the end of the day, everybody don't go to church. But we love to like tap into people who we feel can help us. And I just had to go through a whole lot. I mean, a lot.
Touch me, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, just really quick. I just want to just complete the conversation before one of these guys takes it somewhere else. But how exactly did that opportunity from Revenge Body come? Because I know you said you were working with.
It's a DM.
It was a DM.
So
Just a DM.
They sent me a message, and my assistant at that time was like, "You got a message from? They want to see if you're interested in coming on the show." So I was like, "Cool." They was like, "Let's do an interview." And
When they said coming on the show, did you know that they meant like host the show, or did
I know what it meant?
you didn't know what it meant?
They said be one of the trainers on the show. I said, "Cool," because when I did that to Mike, everybody wanted to like, you know. And I remember this like yesterday. I was the executive producer and the other producer. They did an interview with me, and he was talking to me. And as I was talking, I started to preach. He did like this from behind the camera.
I got him.
And he say, "Is you was a minister or something, or like a motivating speaker?" I say, "Nah, I just know how to tell you about what I got going on." A lot of people don't know how to take what's here, verbalize and deliver so people can understand. I'm really good at understanding what I'm talking about to make you understand. When I used to go pitch these shows, because there was a moment I was doing like a lot of like before I even know what pitching a show was, they'd send me to these production companies to talk, and I say, "What I'm supposed to talk about?" They say, "Just tell them your story." And I listen to people, and every time somebody talk to me, they start moving, and when they do like this, I say, "I got you," because at the end of the day, people can talk, but everybody don't listen. I need to make you listen and understand me. And that's what I was able to captivate, capitalize, and then conquer the situations that I needed to do. You know?
Wow, that's crazy.
So hearing him talk about his pastoral leadership, because like you don't got to be in the pulpit to minister. How I met Corey, I think the year might have been like 2018, and it was a Nike fitness camp. It's a Nike fitness camp. It was in the summer.
And my birthday party.
And his birthday party. And Corey was leading this, but it was the top
Calliet way.
influencers, to the top. Let me say the top fitness influencers, the top people in fitness, hundreds of people, and they was all here for Corey. Right? I met Corey there, and Corey's leading classes, Corey's leading workouts, leading battles. I'm like, yo, I gotta know who this dude is. Like, because people, I will say this, people gravitate just naturally towards good energy people. But yet like I seen Corey I didn't know him, but to me, you was the celebrity of the event. I've never met you a day in my life, and people were taking pictures with you, and people were walking up to you saying thank you, and so many people that you've changed their lives. And it's so interesting. I know as we're talking about your story and we're covering your story, it's so interesting to see you there and to see where you're at now. And I hate to say it, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you're on the big screen. I'm not surprised that you're getting these roles. I'm not surprised that, you know, now instead of helping out behind the camera, you're in front of the camera. Like, you've always had so much star power. So take us through that. Take us through where you said, you know what? I know I'm working on sets now. Now I want to be in front of the camera.
That happened. It was after Revenge Body, and I did Tony Braxton music video.
He's a love interest.
Yeah, gotta move on. That was good. That was good.
Hey, if y'all watching this show, pull up that clip right there.
What's it called?
Gotta move on.
Gotta move.
It was cool, and I was like, okay, because usually it's like me, just I can shoot, I can do all those different things, and I wanted to do action, so I'm like, I saw some of the guys that was in the movies, and I was like, they're actually not that good. I said, I probably could do this. So I'm like, if I get a chance, I'm gonna go for it. And we started getting ready for Without Remorse. And I went through the training with Mike and everything. I had never held a gun like that before. I've held guns, but not like a rifle. And we was out there for 2 days, and one of the guys said, you in the movie, right? He said, because you do this like we do it in the military. I'm big on picking up things, and I can learn something real fast.
He was in the street.
Pretty much,
yeah,
and that's where it come from.
Yeah,
the street will teach you a lot. And I wanted to, you know, get in the movie, but I didn't get my chance. I got put in as like background or something like that. I was in Without Remorse, but I didn't get the chance. And I said, okay, it's cool. You know, I'm getting up there, because it went from I'm trainer of all, I'm just gonna do movies on the side, to like, when you feel like you could do something, now you gotta let me eat now. Now I gotta do it. So I made my own movie. I did October, which is Panther, which is from Thundercats. And I mean, I had Alan Richardson that's on Reacher. I had Daniel Bernhardt, who's on everything right now. I had like the real like 87-11 stunt team. I did everything, paid for it myself. It did well. It's actually going into the HBO Small Film Festival, the ABFF Small Film Festival. I did that, and it's like, you know what? I need to start taking it more serious. Yeah. So I got in class. And I started to just really tap into it. And when I started to do it, I realized, because you know when you first start doing something, you suck at it, and it makes you want to be like, I don't know if I really want to do this.
It's not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging at all.
And I kept going, and I said, okay, even now, me doing self-tapes now, from the first one I did to how I am now, is like, okay, I see. I see it coming. And it's like, I want to do this. So it's going to come. It's happening.
Yep.
You know, and it's just being patient, waiting on my time. Yeah. And I understand you got to go through the struggle, and you have to make people see. See, the thing is, people want to see you one way.
They want to see what?
They want to see you just one way.
Yeah.
We say it all the time.
Yeah.
I know for a fact the people I've been around, the people who I've been part of teams, everything want to see. They see Corey the trainer. I'm like, I could do that, but I could do this too. And I have to now, like my guy Wood told me just recently on Creed 3. He said, Corey, you have to tap into your artist heart. Your artist heart. He said, you've been a trainer for a long time. You're really still good at it. Like, I could turn up in a second. I tell somebody, don't get it twisted. I really do this. I said, but I could do this too.
Yeah.
And
I think I wrote something like that on one of your posts recently. One of your posts was like, and I'm jumping.
I remember that.
It said something like, man, I can still do this training thing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still elite, basically, what you were saying.
Yeah.
But I'm an actor too. I'm like, no. You're an actor. You're an actor, and you could do this training shit too.
You know, we said that when we was at the pre-Grammy party.
Yep.
Whatever Oscars.
I
forgot. So yeah, and I was like, I still wasn't confident to walk into I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you though, because there is an element of imposter syndrome right there, because you're so good at one thing. It's like, yo, this is what everyone knows me at, and now I gotta kind of work my way up. It don't feel comfortable.
It don't
feel comfortable. So there's always that element of, okay, I'm trying to do this, but I'm not this yet. So I don't feel comfortable saying I'm an actor.
But you know what though? If he's breaking down scenes every week, if he's in acting class every week, if he's doing monologues, doing auditions, doing self-tapes, he's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's an actor. Whether you all see me or not, I am working on this craft every day. I'm an actor, bro.
But from a personal level, from the outside or from a personal level, looking at, you know, because a lot of times the way we see ourselves is the way we see other people.
Sure.
Right? So it's like, I'm going to call someone an actor if I see that they're an actor.
Yeah.
If they just say they're an aspiring actor, then I'm not necessarily going to call them an actor.
Right.
I can tell you I'm a trainer.
Right.
But if you ain't seeing me get nobody results, you can say you're not a trainer, bro.
Yeah.
Right? So like, although you're absolutely right, internally we can only live with ourselves and think and be in our own thoughts. You know, and naturally, until everyone else sees it,
then it's almost like we gotta wait for the approval from everyone else.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the struggle sometimes.
I can talk about that because for a long time, so I have all superstar actor friends.
Yeah.
I have a movie coming out. Tier 1 is coming out in August, but I forgot I was in Creed 1. I was in Creed 2. I was in Without Remorse.
You're an actor, bro.
When I check my IMDb, I have acting credits.
Credits, bro.
You know, and it was like, okay, you're an actor, but it's still hard. One of my good friend, Robbie Jones. So anytime I do something, I call Robbie, because Robbie, he's an actor, real actor, and he.
What you mean when you say real?
That's what I'm saying.
You're a real actor too, bro. You're a real
I
actor
gotta
too.
stop doing
You see
it.
what I'm
You gotta
saying?
stop doing it to
What you mean
yourself.
when you say
I put
real
myself
actor?
in
You put yourself in the
I
box.
always say that because like they've been doing it for years.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is the only reason we feel like that, right? Because I felt like that, you feel like that, is because we're looking at other people as a barometer of where we should be.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
We're only looking at people because we feel like we kind of don't want to. We kind of don't feel worthy of saying that we're an actor because all of these other people have gone through all these things.
Exactly.
And they're actors.
Exactly.
Right?
So that messed with me. And like I say, real actor, I shouldn't even say that. Because he told me, he said, Corey, when I told him, when we're auditioning for the same stuff now,
Yep.
he said, bro, you're an actor.
Yeah.
He said, you do self. He said, people don't just let everybody do a self tape. They choose you.
That's what I'm saying.
He said, bro, you produced movies. He said, you know what you do? And it's like, all I see myself is with this certain box of people.
So Corey, I wanted to ask you, bro, do you look at being around the biggest stars in the world, working with these biggest stars in the world, but also not necessarily feeling like you are them yet? Do you look at that kind of like a double-edged sword, to where you look at yourself like, because I'm not them, I'm not, like you said, a real actor? Is that like the double-edged sword for you, or what do you feel like you need to do in order for you to just walk around and you walk into the room with the biggest stars and you be like, yeah, I'm an actor?
That's what I have to work on myself, and be honest with you, because it's I know what I've done in this world in fitness to become like the guy, and it's not like some of my friends are like just these actors trying to figure it out. They're like the huge ones. So it's like when you get next to them, it's like, am I in the same realm?
Let me ask you this. You said when you first started training, you had body dysmorphia. So you said, I felt like, obviously if you got body dysmorphia, you don't feel as good as you look.
Ever.
So now when it comes to you moving in this new avenue, in this new space, would you relate that body dysmorphia kind of the same exact way that you're looking at the way that you acting right now?
No.
Okay.
The thing with acting is I'm getting better every time, because I'm able to see like where I started and where I'm going now with it. I can see myself continue to transition to get better and better, and it's really just on me to get out my head about it. Yeah. And the reason, let me tell you something. When you're around certain people, you got to watch the people you're around. If they're not supporting and pumping you up for what you're doing, you feel like you're not doing it. I'm dead serious. I had to break away from a lot of people and break a lot of chains for me to even walk in this space. You know what I'm saying? To feel like, okay, I'm acting, I'm doing it for real. And it's funny because I went to the pre-Oscar party for the Macro, and more people saw me as Corey acting, because you see on my social media, you see the transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and more people seeing it for that than
Seen you in a suit the other day.
Yep. Loved it.
Looking good.
Thank you, brother. And they see that, you know, and that's what I want people to see. So I do feel like, you know, when a movie do come out, people see that on television. It's like, okay, no, he's not in the background acting. He's actually a lead, you know. And I felt I hate it, but it's like the approval from the media, from
Industry,
your peer, the
yeah.
industry, to say, oh, you're that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And but that shit can hold you back.
And the irony is that until we actually believe that we're actors, right, or actors, right, or we're podcasters, or we're designers, until we actually walk into that, we'll never reach that pinnacle that we're looking for, because we'll always be like slow footing it, tiptoeing around, you know.
I just want to say this, man. This is for all of us here, everyone viewing, listening. Like when we were kids, right? We grew up playing sports. Right? Basketball, football, track, whatever it was. If somebody asked you what you do, you're going to say, I'm a hooper. I'm a baller. I'm a track star. I'm an athlete. We didn't need validation from anybody.
Didn't need state records.
I didn't need nothing. I'm letting you know right now,
Yeah.
I'm a baller, bro. I'm a baller. And I think we all got to get back to those that's the only childish way of thinking we got to get back to.
That's
Yeah.
that courage we had
When you're young.
Learning how to ride a bike.
Naive courage.
Naive courage.
Naive courage. We got to get back to that.
I'm faster than you.
Yeah.
A kid telling Michael
Pull
Johnson
up.
that. I'm faster than you.
Boy, sit down.
we got to get back to that. But what's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to the Nice and Neat Halftime Show, man. I'm your host, Omar. We got Corey Callier here, man. We're having a great conversation, bro. But you guys know what we love to do here for the viewers and listeners, man. We love playing the game, them the rules. I don't know what's on the menu today, but I'm pretty sure Duke gonna tell us what we got. Duke, talk to us, man.
Check it out, man. I got a scenario for you, Corey. Okay. All right, you first.
Hey, look.
All right.
look.
Real easy, real mellow.
You said you was going to fry him, right?
Got that big skillet?
I'm ready.
Yo, I told Corey before the podcast, I said, we was talking on the phone. I said, man, get ready because we're going to fry your ass. This fool said immediately, he said, well, shit, your ass better have a big ass skillet. You better bring a big ass skillet. That shit
That ain't
was
the first
funny.
time he said that.
Nah.
That shit was funny. But check it out, though. All right, so here's the scenario. All right. A woman comes up to you and asks you out on a date, right? She asks you on a date, and you accept. And you guys go on a date. You guys have a good time. The bill comes out. Okay. Should the woman pay for the bill because she asked you on a date?
Nah, I can't even let her pay. I have to pay for everything. I have to pay for the food. I can't. Don't you do that. I appreciate you asking me and picking me up. Don't you pay for this?
Why?
I was raised like that.
Upbringing.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I want you to feel like you got to take care of me. If I need you, I ask.
Will you ask, though?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
I'm gonna tell you that from the jump. I don't have that. I got pride, but not like that. If I need you, come. Could you got 5 on? You got 10.
Straight up.
You know I got it. I just don't have it on me.
I don't have it on me right now.
But don't pull your. Don't say y'all got it. Don't say I'm treating you, baby. No, you did already.
You did already.
You asked me.
I've been wanting to go out with you.
You asked me out. We went on this date. Thank you. This is my thank you. I got it.
Yeah.
I would do that in the heart. Don't you?
Don't you?
Don't you?
I can't. I just can't. Like I can't.
I can't.
I guess it's maybe it's not manly to say like I feel less than a man if a woman pays for my stuff. It ain't about that.
It ain't about that.
I'm a gentleman. I was raised different. You know.
What if she absolutely insists? Like it's like, yo, like I feel what you're saying, but like I want to do this.
I get it.
But keep in mind, this is the first date.
So she probably not coming with that energy.
She might.
You better not be coming with the energy. It's the first date.
I guess that's true.
So regardless if she asks me or not, it's the first date.
You have to say
Our first experience, I'm going to take care of that.
Yep.
Our very first experience, I'm going to take care of that.
I will have to say I appreciate the gesture. Whatever. And but nah, you can't do that. I have to set it's our first date, so first impressions mean a lot. So I'm gonna set that boundary early.
Only get one.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Right, just playing the game here.
Go ahead.
You get up and go to the bathroom. Right. Matter of fact, she didn't even talk to you about it. Y'all haven't had the conversation about
Bill
the
ain't even came yet.
Bill ain't even came yet. You get up and go to the like, baby, I'll be right back. I gotta piss. Go to the bathroom, come back. Y'all enjoy another 25, 30 minutes of the meal. And she like, all right, we out. And you like, yo, we ain't paid. She like, oh no, I paid for. I already picked it up.
That's a real thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a real thing.
So then
that's
what?
a real thing.
Okay,
It's like
you
then I can say I appreciate thank
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna pay her. We're gonna get her on the back.
You
end.
get on the back end.
Yeah.
So wherever we go
at?
next,
We gotta go on a second.
I always got some cash on me though.
Yeah.
Some kind of way it fall out my pocket and I call. You left your money now.
That's real.
That wasn't luck. I set you up.
Ah, that fell out of the door.
Oh shit,
love your
man!
money.
You know you had this right here.
Hey, that's dope though because
Everybody got Venmo.
Corey's a real gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if people understand how important that is. You know, I think that as we kind of continue to progress as a society and the roles start to overlap, things like that get lost. You know, and I think there's a lot of people that will probably say, man, why shouldn't she take me out on the first date? Why shouldn't she pay? She asked me out, right?
Well, you think there's a lot of people that think a lot of men?
I feel like a lot of guys starting to think like that.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think so. I think
Well, there's the we trying to take equal rights all the way equal type
Oh
man.
shit. Okay.
You know,
Tight men.
type man. So it's just like
Oh, they be listening to the mother podcast.
that's what they do.
the mother podcast.
They be listening
Yeah,
to the mother podcast.
podcast.
Okay.
But nah,
pandering.
so yeah, nah, that's dope that, you know, that you're chivalrous. You know what I'm saying? You're a gentleman. That's important. Here on Nice and Neat, of course.
Oh well, yeah, you can. Yeah, don't touch that. You know, I don't want to do it every time, but most of the time I will open the door. If I'm going to open it, don't you touch that.
Don't touch it.
Don't do that. But some women don't know about opening the other car door.
You know what's crazy? You know what's
Should we go there right now?
A woman taught me that. A woman taught me that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did y'all see a Bronx Tale? Bronx Tale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so a Bronx Tale,
If
right?
she
I'm
don't-
gonna be honest. That's where I actually seen it the
No Eddie
first
Murphy?
time.
No,
No,
Eddie
it's not with Eddie Murphy. Ray Liotta's in there. I think Robert De Niro's in there as well. So a Bronx Tale, right? Dude's going out. He's actually going out with a black chick, Italian cat. He's going out with a black chick, and one of his OGs told him, he was like, "Look, this girl that you're going out with," he's like, "This is how you really find out if she care about you." And he's like, "All right, tell me." He was like, "This is what you do. You get her in the car, you open the door for her. You get her in the car, you close her door, you walk around back. So you walk around the back of the car.
Give her some time.
Give her some time.
The front's too close.
Yeah.
Now, and it's a rule about walking around the front of the car too. And it's like an old chivalrous rule. You're supposed to walk around the back of the car because she looks to the front to make sure everything's safe, and you make sure
check the
everything's
back.
safe from the
Yeah.
back.
Okay, that's some game.
Little free game. So he was like, you walk around the back of the car, you look through the window. It was no tent back then.
Yep.
You look through the window, and if she reach over and she unlock your door and she open it, she a keeper. So he walk around to the back and he peek, and she lean over and she open it, and he just jump up because he really wanted her. He really wanted her, man. So that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, that a lot of people don't know that actually, and I think that as we keep continuing, we're gonna get further and further away from that.
That's
I think
unfortunate.
men and women are gonna get further and further away from just like certain.
Chivalry
I would say we had a conversation, season 1, 2, chivalry,
Two.
right? And
Chivalry,
we had. I remember asking the question: can women be chivalrous? It was like a no, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Because chivalrous it's not chivalrous, it's actually being nurturing.
yeah, whatever the case is, it was a consensus that was like, nah, right? But in that sense, like, we keep going further and further away from it as time, because just the roles keep getting overlapped. But the question was, a girl asks you out, she initiates the date, does she pay for the date? Mr. Callier says no. My constituents say no. I also say no. And them.
The
Rules.
Okay.
With that said, y'all, we're going to conclude this week's halftime show and get to the rest of the show the only way we know how. That's with some positive energy, some positive vibrations, and a smile, of course, man. Second half, let's get to it.
Yo, so we've been having a scintillating conversation with my man, Corey Callier.
You put in your dictionary.
Come on now.
Say
Come
scintillating.
on now.
Yo, hey, somebody spell that right now. Scintillating.
We've been having a scintillating conversation with my man, Corey Callier. It's been incredible, man. And honestly, I kind of just wanted to pick your brain a little bit, because one thing that you do with all of your clients, with yourself, even when it came to us, because we all went to that boot camp. We all went. And one thing that you do with everybody is, man, you know how to tap into people's mind and really get them to go to another level. So is there something specifically that you do that you probably would do to yourself, because you're so good at it, man? It can't be just something you teach. You got to have it in you. Where does that come from? I know we got your ministerial background of your family, but like, where does that come from to where you could touch people's heart with your words and your ideas and your thoughts?
Leadership. So in high school, I was in a band. I was a drum major.
You was a drum major.
Right.
Okay.
So most people who watch
From
this,
the
that's in
South.
Louisiana.
My boy's decorated.
I was like,
Come on, bruh. Many lives.
when you can be able to control 150 of your peers by the sound of your voice, and not a voice of like hollering, but a voice of like calmness and confidence. When those things go together, you're lying. You understand? And I was able to see these kids and able to
Wait,
motivate.
you said when those two go together, you're a lion?
You're a lion. Not aligned. You're a lion.
It took a second for that.
I'm sorry. I stay a
lion,
a
yeah.
lion.
No.
you know, lion
It
is-
took a second for me. That's
That's
good.
That's
heard
New
it.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Kind of dragged it out.
I got that southern
Water.
that slur. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah. But
Heard?
You heard?
but literally, being able to get these kids to do what I need them to do, and understand to understand I'm your leader, and I'm one of you, but I'm going to take you out where you need to be at. I always think back into the time of like
I'm one of you, but I'm gonna take y'all where you need to be at.
you know, think about the Trojan Wars and the Roman Wars and all of those different that time period. It was one person that led. Now, if they could have all killed him, but you're looking at a group of sheep, honestly, because they're gonna do whatever he says. But he's a different type of sheep. These sheep will actually give you the business. This whole army, this whole everything could have destroyed that, but they needed a man with leadership, and leadership comes within you. Another thing with leadership is greatness. With greatness is not something that you can buy, it's something that's inside of you. Greatness is not an accolade. Greatness is becoming better at understanding self and becoming better at self. I feel like that's what greatness is. The more you understand yourself, you just tap into another level of greatness. Because the things you used to do, you don't do no more because you understand yourself. That's great. Get it? And it's been something to be able to see people like I see good in everybody. I see your strengths. I see the strength in a weak man. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are mentally weak, but physically strong. See, the thing is, I need to take that mentally strongness in the physical and put it into the mind. And you can do that because, see, people, if you, like I told you all, I say, all you need is somebody to believe in you and watch what happens. Somebody you respect. First, I got to make you respect me. When I make you respect me, then I know you trust me. And when you trust me, I can make you do what I need you to do, because I'm not going to lead you into darkness. I'm going to lead you into the light. And that's been my thing, of being able to see people and hear people's story. Because remember I told y'all at the party, I said you can put me in a room with a preacher, a priest, a pimp, and a prosecutor, and a prostitute, and I can understand everybody. Everybody has something that they're going through, and it all makes sense in some kind of way, because what you was going through may not have been what I was going through, but we felt the same pain. So let me tell you how I got over my pain. I experienced life. I went through life with my eyes open. You know, a lot of times when it's raining and you're going through storms, you're like this. You walk through the pain. I understand the pain. I keep my eyes open, so when that pain comes back, I know how to deal with it. And that's self-awareness. That's that greatness again. It all comes back into one. And I try to use that to help to make people get past that place. And fitness is one of the best places you can do that, because you're doing something every day to yourself where you want to quit. Think about every time we working out and we going hard, we want to stop. As soon as you keep going from when you want to stop, you just tap into another part of your life that you didn't even know you could do. And it's the same thing. When I transformed my body in 2008, I said, oh shit, I could do anything. I even heard it say, I can do anything. I literally transformed my body, which is the hardest thing to do. It's hard because we have to do it every single day. When you develop the discipline to do that, you can do anything. I took that and I put it into my life. And I said, I could do anything I want to do. Literally, I can do it. The only person that will stop me is me. I did a video yesterday when I was recording. I said, I had an issue for this past 6 months. They not gonna let me do this. Them not gonna let me see this. And I started asking myself, who is they and them?
Nobody knows.
What God has for you, no one
for you.
is for you. No one can take it
Who
away.
is they and them?
I'm putting an obstacle in front of my face that's not even there.
Make believe.
My mind playing tricks on me. You know the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all of that goes into the point of me understanding. When I understand self better, I can help you understand what you need to understand. I'm just helping you just untie that knot. You notice when people try to untie a knot, they're going real fast. I said, boy, slow down. Just take your time.
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, dude, you always say it, man. If you ain't going in the right direction, it don't matter how fast you moving. Don't matter how fast you moving.
Direction is so much more important than speed.
Come on now.
That's right. That's right, man. You know, this life is full of possibilities. It's full of growth. It's full of great things, man. But we always choose to look at how it's gonna hurt. How the hell you know it's gonna hurt? You ain't even start yet. I have to keep doing these. I love when I challenge myself. I love when I have these moments. Something happened the other day with a person that we were working together on some stuff, and they taking off, and the angel on the left was like, they won't bring you up. I said, I'm not doing that. I'm so happy. See, it's so easy. It's so easy to be like, oh, but it's so rewarding to support somebody. You know what I'm saying? You be happy for one another. That's one thing about me. I love putting my friends on.
Yeah, man. Let me just sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Get it off.
Let me just say this because I just want to speak to that point, right? Because when I met Corey, I didn't know him well, right? And like you said earlier, you know, Corey has been a friend to us.
Yeah.
A big homie. You're older than me, right? So I whether you think you are or not, like I consider you one of my mentors. And every time I have reached out to you for information, you have given it to me. And like never shied away from telling me the truth, never shied away from sharing your experiences, bro. And man, I just want to share that. I just want to commend you for that because you are who you are saying you are right here on camera, bro. I got to give you your flowers.
Everyone that speaks about you speaks highly of you. I haven't met anyone that says anything negative about you, bro.
I appreciate that.
So that really definitely is a representation of like who you are, what you believe, and just being authentic. But you're successful, all right? There's a kid somewhere that's going to be watch this podcast and probably follows your story. Just like, y'all want to be just like him. All right. But with success, there's an opportunity for us to be arrogant and full of ourselves. Right. But you just remain humble. Right. There's a lot of humility in you. So let's talk about that. How does the kid that's coming up, that's going through adversity, become successful and maintain his humility? Why should he maintain his humility? What are some practical things that he can do to remain authentic and so people around him can still feel like, okay, this is a good person?
You ever watch people roller skate?
Yeah.
You ever watch people ice skate? Some of the best. At any given time, they could fall. Any given time, they could fall. And they could destroy it all. It can all leave in a second. I was always taught, don't get the big head. Don't get the big head. My auntie and them taught me that growing up because I was a drum major and all this stuff. Even when I was in the game, I became like that nigga. Don't get the big head because at any given time, you could lose it. A lot of times, I got a lot of kids that look up to me and want to see me, and it's like they want to become that. Don't lose who you are and can't be able to look in the mirror and identify yourself. I was always afraid that if I look in the mirror and I don't know who this is, that's a problem for me.
Wow.
And I'm talking about a real problem. I have my ways of being or feeling myself. I go buy me something. For me. It's for me. If people want to cheer me on and say thank you, they're going to have people that will say, oh, he think he this. That's on them. But a lot of it is for me. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget. Because see, those times you was going through that, you can't forget where you was at. I can't forget. See, that's a part back when I was donating plasma. This is having a government job, payday loans when I was behind on it, pawning stuff. You know, I was going through. I can't forget those times. I'm not gonna have a big head because I just got this now. I could lose this. I don't want to lose this. And that's the easy way to lose it. When you get too big at the top, every giant will fall. Trust me. I can't do it. And I just don't feel right. It's weird to me to be arrogant like that. It's like that kid in class that's making all that damn noise, the bad kid. He gets all attention because he insecure in his own, so he got to get attention some kind of way. I can't be. It's weird to me.
Yeah. I
don't want to ever be like that. I want to never be next to nobody and make somebody feel small. When I go out with my friends, everybody need to have a chain and watch on. If we in a section, don't let me lead us. Walk with me. I don't want that. I don't want nobody to tell who got the money.
We all got the money.
Exactly. We all doing
Straight
it.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am. I've always been like that. Like I can't be that guy. And I see guys who do that. You know, I run up on guys who like they feeling like the man. Yeah, you the man until you really meet the man.
You know what, Corey?
Yeah.
We got a lot of common. We got a lot in common. We're talking about this imposter syndrome, and you know, when it comes to you being an actor, and it's tough for you to just be like, yo, I'm an actor, and be firm on that, be strong with it. Because, you know, I've been, 2018, you know, I've been working out with these guys. These guys are like the top 1% of athletes in the world. You know, and honestly, for real, like, I don't feel like I train like y'all, even though I do. So when we're talking about this imposter syndrome, even though you are doing something and you want to get to the point of saying and feeling and being as comfortable as the person that is, yet you're looking to the left and looking to the right that is better than you, like, what are you telling yourself to where you just like, yo, I do this. I do this. I do this. Is it just simply based off of results, or is it based off of the work that you put in?
That's it. The work that you put in defines that you're doing that. If you putting in that work every day like these guys, stand next to them. I met some trainers that was like, that were younger than me, but they working the hours every single day. They was like, I won't be like you. I said, you are like me. I just train different people. You are like me. You're that guy. Be that guy. It's funny. So I was in Creed 3. I'm in Creed 3. I'm in there a lot. And some of the assistants was like, what do you do outside of acting? I said, for real? I said, this is great. I said, no, let me tell you who I am. As soon as I told them, that's when they tried, oh my God, I need to look. I said, that's why I didn't want to tell y'all what I really do. But it's like, that's like, okay, I'm starting to see it now. And me, the part of like, you helped me, I'm telling you. When you told me, and when I was talking, the guy was asking me what I came to LA for, and I said, training. And you jumped in so loud and said, he's an actor. I said, okay, I'm an actor. That's what I'm doing. Actually, that's what I was there for. I wasn't there to be no goddamn trainer.
That's what I was there for.
At the event?
At the event.
I told people, I said, listen, no, if you want to talk to me about this training stuff, there's a number and an email. Reach out to them. We can talk about that. I'm not here to talk about that.
Yep.
That's not gonna get you. It won't get you nowhere in here.
It's not gonna get me where I want to go
at all. I'm at the mountaintop of that.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know, I've had different goals and ambitions, and I have my eyes set on a different prize. And honestly, bro, you know, and just to break down the whole acting thing, is like I was saying, it's a love for it. It's fun. Training not really fun for me no more. It's a job. It's a business. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's more for me. It's not for everyone else.
It seems like it's not really fulfilling as far as like being able, because I think the impact you want to make is there, but as far as like the fulfillment, your purpose is not. It's just like I'm just really good at this.
Yeah.
You ever see like those like people who's like really rich and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They go do like random stuff that just makes them happy.
Yeah.
Like they'll go bowling.
Yeah.
They just makes them happy. That's what it is for me to be able to tap into something. I'm learning something new. I'm actually taking the time to learn something new. I'm not a big fan of reading, but I love learning. I learn different. You know, I research something. I know how to put pieces together, and I learn different. But it's like I love that process. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
You good.
It's just like it's so fun. One of the things that's fun for me now, like my biggest fear with acting was memorizing lines. I can memorize dialogue quickly, and I'm like, damn. Now, you know, it's like I thought that was gonna be the biggest downfall for getting lines. I learned lines so quick, and it's like, okay, those things are like the small wins for me. Like, okay, you doing this for real, you know. So it's just like I want to get better at it. So now it's like acting class, fighting class, shooting at the range every week. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna really do it all. I can mark my word. I will do it all, and we will have this conversation like you say you're doing all this. I'm gonna do it because I said it. And that's it.
What's your approach to mentorship, right? From the standpoint of having a mentor, and also the standpoint of people. I'm pretty sure people coming to you and say, "Hey, man, can you be my mentor?" Right? How do you, I guess, delineate who you take on, or what time you give, or even if you give time at all? Like,
I've never mentored nobody.
Never mentored.
I get asked hundreds of times to be a mentor. Actually, the guy who I said was my mentor, he wasn't a mentor. He was my friend who was a good bodybuilding trainer. So we just hang out and stuff like that. But I felt like he was my mentor.
Of course.
So, you know, but
Did you feel like that because you were just taking from him indirectly? Yeah, okay.
But I feel like if I think about a mentor, a lot of people.
Yeah, you do. You do, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody could talk to. I talk to anybody. Like, we could have a conversation. Like, we could run it. You know, I give you direction. I'm gonna tell you, because I'm gonna tell you right and wrong.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't you know, buck nobody up. Be like, you can do it and you really can. I ain't gonna do you that. I won't, because I want you to do the same thing for me. But it's like I just talked about starting a mentorship program, but like a real one, like to where it's like I pick these people, you know, that I really want to help fulfill their dreams. Not even fulfill their dreams. I'm gonna fulfill you. You do your dream thing.
Straight up. That's on you.
That's on you. Your dream.
Yeah.
You. I can't tell you how you do your dream, but I can tell you about shaping you.
Yeah.
So you can fulfill that dream. You know what I'm saying?
What's the importance of working out?
What's the purpose of gas in your car? Get you from point A to point B. If I don't train, I can't do nothing. I'm so addicted to it. It helps me with me personally, because there's something about self. You're bettering self by training. You're doing something to help you, to help everything else in your life. And that's how I put working out. Like I do it all day long. No lie. Like I train all day. That's a job for me. But it helps me to give much clarity to everything else. Yeah. Because you have to show up to all these things. So why show up not being your best self? Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just show up being like anything. I say like your body is your vehicle. Yeah. What kind of vehicle you want to be? You want to be a Pinto? You want to be a Benz? You heard?
I always hear people always ask us like things like, man, how do we I'm struggling with confidence. What's the best way to like develop confidence?
Get in shape.
Get in shape. Hey, listen, nothing's gonna give you more confidence than the way you look.
I'm struggling with discipline.
This is something I tell you. Let me say, experience looking flawless at least one time before you leave this earth, and see if it don't change everything about you. Every man I have met, every woman I have met, when they change their body, they change their life. Yeah,
he preaching.
I'm telling you, I have been with people that have been it have saved relationships, marriages, it have saved jobs, it has saved so much, because that man didn't realize that the materialistic things in life wasn't going to fulfill you. You need to take those things and invest in yourself. That's going to fulfill you to have everlasting good life. You know what I'm saying? That woman that felt like she was just so comfortable, and she was like, I just don't know. No, you know, because you got to wake up in the morning and look at it every single day. They had a time I used to take a shower with the lights off because I don't want to see myself in the mirror. I did that before. And I know other people that have done that, because people don't understand. It starts with you. If you want anything to change in your life, you want to feel a certain way, tap into yourself. Don't tap into nobody else. They can't give you that. Your partner can't give you that. Your mom and daddy can't give you that, because you know what? You're only going to be with these people for so many hours in a day. You still got to be by yourself.
Talk that talk.
24/7.
You heard?
Talk that talk.
24/7.
People don't get it. You got to live with yourself every day. So why not live your best self? Stop making all these excuses, my language, these fucking excuses about why you can't be better and why you can't be great. I'm so tired of this weak ass mentality shit.
Talk your shit.
You understand me? And you go to therapy. We love therapy. Well, you gonna tell the therapist that too, or you gonna tell them just the weak stuff? Tell them that too. Tell them that you're not happy with yourself.
That's real.
And before you go to that therapist, tell yourself that I'm not happy with myself, so I go ahead and get help. I'm so tired of this weak shit, bro. I'm a man. I say that all the time. Like I don't do weak.
Man.
You understand? I'm getting a little aggressive right now.
No. We like the energy. No, I like it. I like
I
it.
see it all the time, and I'm tired of people everybody make fucking excuses about something. When I find myself making excuses, I get up. It could be the smallest thing. I could be sitting on the edge of my bed. I know I got to be out the door by 11. It's like 9:40. I got things to do. I say, let me put this shit down and go. I'm making excuses why I need to be sitting here. Oh, I'm hurt. No, you're not hurting. Your mind hurting first. Your body still could go. Why we can't do this? Why I can't get this job? Why I can't do that? Because you keep asking yourself why and not doing it. Stop asking yourself why. Just go. That's the biggest problem with this weak mentality shit. When people think of when people hear mental health, they think of weakness. Anytime people hear health, it's like, oh, it must be bad. There's good health. Look at this. All this good health in here.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Nah, for real though. For real.
It's mental strength.
Yeah.
Why can't we say mental strength?
Mental strength.
You go to the gym to work on being strong. You don't go to that just to be weak. Do the same thing with your mind. Do things that's going to impact you and make you better.
Yeah.
Not things that's going to make you weak. Keep harping over that bullshit that you went through yesterday.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Now you said something that I think is the epitome of just like mental fortitude. Walk through the storm with your eyes open.
There you go. Go ahead. Listen. When you're going through the storm, 9 times out of 10 it's raining real bad. You can't see. And you covering your eyes. 9 times out of 10 your ass gonna fall. Open your eyes, slow your ass down, and just walk.
Just slow down.
You're gonna get wet regardless. You might not even get that wet. Not that bad, because you're running trying to get away from something. Take your time. You need to be able to see the things that's in your life and deal with them. All this running from it and covering it up, and it ain't gonna get you nowhere. You're gonna be in the same place that you were before. That's called mental strength, when you're able to deal with that shit and keep going. I know I got shit to deal with. I'm not perfect at all. I got my stuff, but at least I could tap into it and say, you know what, I am a little fucked up with this or that. Maybe I can fix that. I can own that. I can own that, and I could do it. I ain't know people. They not even vulnerable with themselves.
Yeah.
Fuck, they can be vulnerable with you. You ain't vulnerable with yourself.
Hey boy, we got some sound bites.
Boy, do we.
We got some sound bites, y'all.
Come up here flaming this mic. He flaming this mic.
No. But okay, look, summertime is on the way, right? And I do have one question because I think a lot of our listeners and viewers will appreciate. All right, so summertime's in the way. Summertime's on the way. We all want to get in shape. We want to get in our best shape of the year, right? Give me 3 tips to losing weight. Let's get 3 tips.
That's what everybody wants to know going into summer.
Let's just give us 3 tips.
Toning up, losing weight.
Give us 3 tips to losing weight.
I can tell you the easy thing: a balanced diet. That's
a balanced diet.
A balanced diet.
Okay.
You know, there's a trick I was taught one time by a woman, older woman I knew. She's like a mom to me. She said, anytime that you want to eat something bad, turn your head left and turn it right. That means no. Okay, just try it.
I just did that shit too. I said, I just did this shit work.
No.
Okay.
That means it's internally impacting yourself to be like, no.
Okay.
Exercise, man. Let me be honest with you. Like, let me just say the real shit. Y'all want to lose weight? You know you can lose the weight.
Yes.
Get your ass up. Start working out. I don't care if it's doing 60, 30 minutes of cardio a day. Eat your breakfast. Eat 3 meals a day. Eat three or 4 meals a day. And learn what protein shakes are if you can have that. Understand you will not lose weight by starving yourself. Okay?
Please, hey, say that again.
You will not.
Man.
You know, and this is a person, like, I go up and down a lot in size, not doing no more, but it's like, you will not lose weight by starving yourself. Your body needs the food, it needs the intake, it needs the nutrients to actually do what it needs to do. Again, I like to use a car. A car can only get up the street with a certain amount of gas. That bitch will stop. And if you got an electric car, if you ain't got that much charge on it, trust me, it's gonna stop. I know, it happened to me before. Feed yourself, and most of all, get you some rest. Let me tell you about rest. If you don't sleep, you're not allowing your body to repair, to recover. So what happens is, say for instance, you have a hard day of work and you ate a lot of food, but you know for a fact you went into that day tired. When your body actually gets good sleep, what it does is it's going to repair your body first, then it's going to start burning fat. It's all in one, but it's choosing what's going to be first or second. You need to allow your body to recover. Your recovery helps to affect fat burning. You understand? Sleep, get your sleep, and of course drink your water. You know what it do to your skin and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Right? You know, but it's losing weight is not really rocket science.
No.
It's not. People make it so hard because there's so many gimmicks and so many people telling you what to do.
Well, we say
It's
all the
simple.
time.
It's
It's
not
not
easy.
easy.
Not easy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, listen. Hey, he just gave us some tips that people pay for now. All right, just to recap. First he said, hey, the left to right, that means no.
To that food.
You know
He
it.
said, hey, anytime you get hungry, left to right, it means no. All right, exercise. All right, rest. He gave us an extra one too, which is water. All right, so listen, man, this shit ain't free. But we giving it free because we nice and neat with it.
Hello. Tips from the GOAT. Fam.
Nah, but listen, Corey, bro. Thank you. All right, thank you. This was a impactful episode, bro. You gave us a lot of jewels and gems, and I personally just enjoy hearing you speak. You know, and thank you for just taking some time to just rock with us, man. And we hope to have you on again, man, because we really enjoyed this.
I love it, bro.
Seriously.
Can't wait to watch
what
your
I'm
journey,
saying?
man.
Hey, bro, I love
So-
it, bro. Y'all, you guys are inspirational to me. Let me just say that so the people out here can understand. I used to watch these guys on social media, and I said they cool. I like them. They dudes, they cool. Because you know you like the cool people. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you grew up and said the cool people. Usually growing up, they be like, "No, we did some cool people." Now y'all dudes always been the same way. Stand up guys. I never heard nothing bad about you all as
dope,
well.
bro.
And you know what I'm saying. I respect you all. I support you guys. You know what I'm saying. And you know, brother to brother, love you guys. But I want y'all to be great. Like each and every one of y'all, everything that you're doing, continue to do it, man. And I'm here to support it 1,000%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at any level of it, bro. But y'all doing amazing things, nice and neat. It's definitely a podcast I listen to, I pay attention to, and I tell people about. You know what I'm saying? I hope that what I was able to give you all and your viewers and listeners today, they can take it and use it. You know what I'm saying? Words can help you through life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm here to give, to help people get through their journey and understand themselves, man.
Nah,
this
definitely
is
did
a
that,
lesson, bro.
Hell yeah.
Guys, anything else?
No,
you
I
wanna
don't got
say?
no. Again, just thank you again, bro. And like the guy said, man, we hope you can come back in a season 2, however long it is, and share more of your success story.
Always.
You know,
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
You flaming the mic today.
No, for real.
Like honestly,
Shit
I'll give a little background. We were at I forget where we are. It was some pre-Oscar party.
Oscar party, yeah.
And we was just sitting down. We was not even sitting down. We was standing up. We was just talking to Corey. And the same way that you guys are enamored right now by what he said, we was sitting there listening to him like, yo,
we gotta get you on.
we got to get you on. We got to get you on because there's no fear that this game is going to us.
Straight up.
And it can't go out to y'all. So, you know, again, Corey, thank you. Thank you. For real. Man, you're a continued inspiration. It's not like you just stopped somewhere, man. You continue to keep on going. And, man, I'm looking forward to seeing your journey. Looking forward to being able to support you any way that we possibly can as well. And, man, just keep going, dog.
Thank
keep
you,
that
brother.
spirit, dog.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
God got a plan for you, bro.
Yes,
Come
he
on.
does. Yes,
God
he
got a
does.
real
on.
plan for
Yes,
you,
he
man.
does.
Y'all, man, appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for tapping in and listening. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on all channels. That's Spotify, that's Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Corey on Instagram and Mr. Callier. Follow Jalon at just.Jalon. Follow Omar.Bowden, and myself at Duke. And much love, much gratitude. Until next time, I'm Duke.
I'm Omar.
I'm Jalon.
I'm Corey.
And this is another episode of Nice and Neat. And that's that.
I'll be the one to take the risk to go and get them bands. I'll be the one to never sit and go and make a plan. Knowing my mother getting older, now I don't got no time. Gotta keep a couple for the road, the rest get left behind. Yeah. To the hundreds, pledge allegiance, I stand.